And the WWE reviews keep on coming with Vengeance 2001. Yes, I just finished watching Vengeance for the first time. This is only my second Vengeance. I forgot which other Vengeance I actually saw before this. But I believe there was one from 2002 or 2003. If I'm not mistaken. It was one of the earlier ones. But anyways, this was a decent show. I got to see a match that Jericho's been talking about for years. And a certain debut of a former WCW superstar. So the first match of the night is a tag team match between Scotty 2 Hotty and Albert versus Test and Christian. Get it? Test and Christian? This was entertaining. Because I forgot about this tag team that Albert and Scotty had formed. I forgot all about that one. I remember TNA, Test and Albert. I think I remember another TNA with Test, Albert, and Trish. And Tensai and somebody else. Those were the only two things I know Albert used to take part in. I forgot about this one. So that was kind of off the rails. But it was hilarious to see Albert. That dude can get down. Albert and Scotty gets the win for that one. Match number 2, we got Edge versus Regal for the Intercontinental title. This was a good match. Not only because you got Edge and Regal and they're two great wrestlers in this motherfucker. But it's Edge in his earlier years. Coming out to fucking Rob Zombie, which is fucking awesome. That's the only time I give Rob Zombie credit. So, yeah. Plus, Edge is my boy, so I gotta support Edge any way I can. Edge gets the win, though, because, yeah, it's just that damn good. Match number 3. This was a little bit of a surprise for me. Because when I seen these two actually go at it, it was the first time I actually thought they had wrestled. But apparently, that was the second time these two had wrestled. Because the first time was now between Jeff versus Matt Hardy, with Lita as the referee. Because I remember that big storyline 2007, 2008, where Matt turned heel and actually claimed to burn down Jeff's house and all that stuff, and Jeff said, "I will not fight my brother." He basically pulled a what did he pull? He pulled a Kane or Undertaker. I think it was Undertaker that said he would not fight Kane. He pulled that and says, "I will not fight my blood." Bullshit. Because 5 to 7 years earlier, you wrestled your blood in this match. Don't give me that bullshit. How did this match fly under my radar? How did I not know they fought each other before? That's weird. Very weird. But it was a good match. Apparently the feud was a lot better than the one we got 8 years later. But still, Jeff gets the win on that one. Match 4, we have the Dudleys versus Big Show. And Kane for the tag titles. This was pretty decent. I mean, the Dudleys got no problem with. Kane I got no problem with. Show, however, yeah. I don't buy Show as a champion or any type of champion. I think he's just a joke. But I'm glad the Dudleys won, because Kane deserves so much better than that. So, yeah. Next up, we have Undertaker versus RVD for the Hardcore title, which Undertaker had turned heel and basically started his Big Evil gimmick, in the early stages of his Big Evil gimmick. But I shall say, as a face or as a heel, you know people love The Undertaker, because even as a heel, he gets popped as if he's still a face. That's how much respect this man has gotten over the years. You want to know why that is? Because when Undertaker turns heel, he doesn't have to attack the crowd like a certain heel does nowadays. That's like the norm. If you gotta turn heel, you gotta turn on the crowd. Who said? Just turn heel. We see it in the way you wrestle. You wrestle more aggressively. You wrestle more toughly. Undertaker proves that in his wrestling. We know he's heel. He doesn't have to attack the crowd. That's why the crowd appreciates it a lot more than they would somebody else, because they know they don't have to get attacked on. They can see Undertaker fuck a motherfucker up, because he can fuck a motherfucker up anyway, face or heel, it don't matter. That's how you have a good heel. That's how you have the most respected man in the business, because of how you handle Undertaker's character. Thank you. God damn, thank you. Undertaker's the only one that could turn heel and not fucking resort to fucking attacking the crowd. Why is this turned into a rant? I don't know. But I respect that shit. And I respect the hell out of the Undertaker for doing so. He doesn't have to talk all that trash. He talks trash to his opponent like you're supposed to do. That's better. Sorry. I had to get that off my chest. But damn, this was good. This was fucking good. Because Undertaker brought it, man. He brought it to RVD. Especially the younger RVD. So, yeah. Very great match. Undertaker actually wins the match. And the Hardcore Championship. Next match we have Trish Stratus versus Jackie for the women's title. This one was okay. You can tell this is Trish's early years. Because she can't wrestle that good just yet. Yeah, this is her early in her career. Man. I think it's early in her career. Yeah. Because didn't she retire in 2003, 2004? She wasn't in the company that long, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a decent match. I mean, she carried herself well. But you cannot not count out Jackie, because that girl can fucking get down, man. Jackie can wrestle, okay? But unfortunately, Trish wins, and she keeps her title. Match 7, we have Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold for the WWF title. Basically, the first of 3 matches that will determine the new Undisputed Championship, as if you already don't know who that is already. This match was actually pretty damn good. They kicked the living shit out of each other, and I loved it, man. I fucking loved it. Stone Cold wins the first match. Immediately after that match, you got The Rock versus Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship, formerly known as the WCW Heavyweight title. But still, another great match, because it was they whooped each other's ass. Man, come on. And then here comes old Vince McMahon coming down this motherfucker to get involved. As we all knew he would, because he could not deserve another loss. I mean, another loss to with Jericho, since Stone Cold won the last bout. So he comes in, doesn't do a lot. He gets his ass kind of kicked a little bit and stuff. And yeah, Jericho wins that one. Immediately after that, Stone Cold comes limping his ass on down here, and here comes fucking Kurt Angle with the fucking steel chair towel right in his bald ass head. Then whoop that bald candy ass. I had to do that. That was right there. And yeah, that set off a little bit. Then here comes fucking Vince McMahon again with the fucking crooked referee Nick Patrick out this motherfucker. And then here comes Ric Flair wooing his ass on down the ring and knocking out Nick Patrick. McMahon takes care of him, knocks his ass down too. Stone Cold goes, what? Rolls out the ring and knocks out Vince McMahon a little bit. And get back in the ring and get his ass kicked some more. And Jericho wins. And Jericho is now the new Undisputed Championship. It's funny. I went into this pay-per-view just trying to knock down the Vengeance pay-per-views, because I think there's 6 or 7 Vengeance pay-per-views. They spread out a long way, so I was like, well, why not do the Vengeance ones right now? I've never seen mostly any of all the Vengeances before, so a different concept for a pay-per-view that I haven't really took advantage of. Why the fuck not? And stumbled across 2 things. Jericho's Undisputed Championship win, and did not know that was a Vengeance. And Booker T's debut in the WWF. I could have swore Booker T's debut was before the invasion. But apparently it was after the invasion, since Vengeance was in December, which is usually the spot for Armageddon. Interesting. Interesting that this debuted and that Vengeance came out in December as opposed to Armageddon. That's weird. That's very weird. But it was a good show nonetheless. I will give WWF Vengeance 2001 a B+. Let me know what you guys think about Vengeance 01 down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What was match of the night for you at Vengeance 01? Let me know down below. I shall catch y'all in the next one. I think it's Vengeance 2002 or 2003. They're very spread out. This was not a very popular pay-per-view, and it kind of showed in how many years it took to get to the next one. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in the next Vengeance.